Hello and welcome to the ArchieLuxury program. Today I'd like to talk about why wear luxury, why buy luxury. And this is a special series because I've been getting a lot of emails lately and say, oh, why would you bother with a $10,000 this or a $20,000 that? Or, geez, for the price of your Patek you could feed a family in Africa. And I really wanted to respond to it because so many people, are quite just, they keep throwing these questions, and it's only fair that I do put my videos as education videos, so I'm trying to educate the masses. So it's only fair that I answer some of these questions. Why wear luxury? Wear luxury as a silent protest against bogans, chavs, and rednecks. That's right. By wearing a Patek Philippe watch, you're really telling the world that you're not a redneck, a chav, or a bogan. And it gets a bit stronger than that by having a discreet piece of luxury on you all the time. It's a protest against these forms of social subcultures, and by having a Patek on your wrist in white gold, you're very proudly saying to people in the know, you're very much against bogans, chavs, and rednecks. And it's a silent protest, because why be confrontational like the chav? It's better to just make a silent protest. And that's the whole thing. By wearing a piece of luxury every day, you are making a protest statement against bogans, chavs, and rednecks. And I can't think of a better way to display your anger at these subcultures than by wearing a piece of luxury. And it doesn't matter whether it's a Rolex Explorer 2 you're wearing, a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date, or a Patek Philippe. It's a silent protest against these subcultures in society. And the interesting thing is, I have had so many remarks about people saying, well, how many people could I feed in Africa for my collection, that I thought, I'd actually do a bit of research on this topic. So I've gone and spoken to people who've lived in Africa. I've spoken to some South Africans who have come to Australia, and these are professional classes, and I've actually said to them, what is life in South Africa like? And these hungry Africans, what are they exactly like? And they've told me South Africa is one of the most dangerous countries on the planet. Carjackings, assaults, robberies, rapes is an everyday occurrence in Africa, especially South Africa. And they have said to me that Africa is a dangerous fucking place to be. And the interesting thing is, I did notice when I was test driving the latest C-Class Mercedes recently, that as soon as you start driving, the doors automatically lock, and that's because the cars for the Australian market, the C-Class for the Australian market, is made in South Africa. And that's one of the standard design safety features to stop the hungry locals hijacking and raping you and killing you for your car. So those hungry Africans, they're not exactly what you'd call friendly hungry Africans. They're vicious, mean fuckers. That's what they are, vicious, mean fuckers. And it's quite interesting. I was talking to one South African expat, and he was telling me that the way you live there is you have a compound that you live, and you drive in. He's got all clear front gates so that he can see into his house, and he says he turns in, and he immediately puts all the headlights on to see that his dogs are okay, because if these friendly Africans have come in, they would usually have poisoned or killed the dogs. These are armed attack dogs. And once he can see the dogs, then he veers the car in, and then he opens the electrified gates, and then he enters his home. And interestingly enough, he said the sleeping quarters are basically a prison cell, because you put this special feature where it locks it off so no one can come in. And this is quite a vicious country, South Africa, and these are these friendly Africans that everyone says I should be feeding with some of my collections. And believe you me, these are vicious Africans, and it's quite distasteful in the least. So I certainly won't be encouraging or feeding these hungry Africans. And I'd encourage all the people who post stupid comments on my videos to actually do some research and find out how friendly these hungry Africans are, because if you went there to help them, they would mug you and rape you and kill you quicker than you could say Louis Vuitton. I'm ArchieLuxury. I hope you've enjoyed this video.